So, we pushed it extreme as we were going to go. So I have to tell you, so today we're celebrating. Okay? Will's thinking, oh my gosh, what's he going to do next? So when I went down to Aztec Rental this last week, and I said, I need the most over-the-top, extreme outfit that you got. And this is what they said. They said, you know, there are not a whole lot of people renting these things these days. I got a good deal. But then I asked for a discount because it was for the church. And then she asked me, what church do you go to? But the cool thing was, after I told her, and I told her what we were going to do with it, she said, that's the kind of church I want to go to. And I thought, you know, even in the crazy and the silly things that we do in order to bring you into this whole atmosphere of today, a celebration, we can be a witness and we can be a light. So today, I wanted to talk to you about celebrations. So I'm going to get Michael to share what a celebration was, and it is to him. Growing up, make sure I have the microphone. Growing up, I was all excited about the presents. I didn't care, you know, Easter was about Jesus rising again, and Christmas was about Jesus' birth. I was excited to get the presents on Christmas morning. Parents always had a room closed off that Santa had prepared for us with all the gifts, and you know, I remember one morning going in there, and there was this big table with a big racetrack set with the, you know, the little electric that you hold the thing down and it races around. Usually it don't work, but that's all right. And then over here in the other corner is this. Spend more time fixing it. Yeah, is our old TV, and hooked up to it is my brand new Super Nintendo with Mario playing on it. It's like, oh man, this is awesome. And then, you know, life goes on. You know, I had my wife, well, at the time she was my wife, my girlfriend, but my wife threw a surprise party for me. You know, I've never had a surprise party thrown for me in my entire life, and usually when I invited friends over, I invited as many friends over as I could just for the gifts. But now, you know, I see, you know, especially with the surprise party that I had, that my wife invited all these friends, all my close friends, and walking in and being surprised to see all of them standing there waiting to surprise me, you know, gave me more joy to see them than to think if they really brought any gifts. I mean, these are people that I know I can always get a good laugh with, that I can share life with, and, you know, really enjoy, you know, a get-together. So it's interesting how over life your perspective can change on, you know, getting gifts, or, you know, tomorrow Easter, going Easter egg hunting and getting all the candy. That was a big thing, and I still love candy, but but it's all changed now. Is, you know, we all say during Christmas, Jesus is the reason for the season. We have to say that to remember, you know, remember the real reason, because we all get caught up in buying presents or decorating houses and not really getting focused on the real reason. So, yeah. So that's how, you know, our perspectives change. God allows us to change, God works through us to change our perspective on what's really important in life. It's not gifts, it's not candy. It's the people you're with, sharing life with, and that who you can enjoy it with, celebrate.
Cool. You know, the funny thing is, you know, if you think about birthdays, I think birthdays originally were all set up because back in the days when they celebrated births, they never knew if the person was going to live from one year to the next. All right, so every year of birth, every year of life was a real celebration. But I can tell you, my birthday is this next week. I'll turn 51. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'll turn 51, and I don't celebrate. In fact, I would just as soon forget it, just to pretend as if it didn't even come, that we just pass by it, because it's not a celebration any longer. It's a realization that I'm getting older, that I have one less year to live. And so it isn't a celebration of my birth.
Just a number.
Yeah, just a number. And you know, Christmas, as Michael talked about, it's the same thing. We get so caught up in everything, we forget the reason for what we're doing it for. Like today, I couldn't help but think that Easter is all about the Easter Bunny, and Easter is all about Peeps. Because you can't have Easter without Peeps. And all about the Easter eggs. Yeah, didn't get any jelly beans. But you know what? And even though we know that the whole reason for Easter is the resurrection, how much time have you spent thinking about that this week? How much time have you spent this week celebrating the fact of a resurrection, which is the whole reason for the celebration?
That's why they call it Good Friday.
That's why they call it Good Friday. So if you think about it, today, I want to take us back. I want us to reflect. I want us to celebrate the reason for the season. The reason why we have life. The reason why we're here at 7:30 in the morning on Saturday mornings. Because today, it's all about a celebration. It's the couple times a year that we do this, that we take it to you, and we say, share what's going on in your life. Share around your table, and then at the end, we're going to take about a half an hour, and we're going to get a couple guys from each table to stand up here and tell you what's going on in their life, how God's changing them. And it is truly a celebration of life. Okay? So the question, but before I go to the question, I want to take you to Psalms 145, because this is really the reason. And this is what David said. He said, I will exalt you, my King and my God. I will praise your name forever and ever. Every day I will praise you and extol your name forever and ever. Great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. His greatness no one can fathom. One generation commends your works to another. They tell of your mighty acts. They speak of the glorious splendor of your majesty. And I will meditate on your wonderful works. They tell of your power, of the awesome works, and I will proclaim your great deeds. They celebrate your abundant goodness and joyfully sing of your righteousness. The Lord is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger, and rich in love. The Lord is good to all. He has compassion on all that he has made. All your works praise him. All faithful people extol you. My mouth will speak in praise of the Lord. Let every creature praise his holy name forever and ever. So today, we celebrate. We celebrate our lives because of what he's done in our lives. So the question is very simple. Today, it's all about you. Actually, it's all about what God is doing in your life. So take time and reflect what God is doing in your life, what he is showing you, what he is teaching you. How are you responding or moving into obedience? How is your life different? What is your reason to celebrate? Okay? And then we're going to enjoy hearing These guys will get up and tell stories that you won't ever hear because you're not sitting at their tables. And we tend to sit at different tables with the same people on many weeks, and you get a chance and an opportunity to actually hear the stories of somebody else and connect with them. So we celebrate. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.